Hello friends, Mark here from Rosendale Band and Higher Voltage Studios. It's the middle of January here. It's very cold still. My hands are a bit chilly, so I'm going to do my best with some cold hands. And today I'm going to show you some gear. And I have my old faithful Les Paul Studio. Gibson Les Paul Studio. I bought this in the early 2000s and it's a 1998 Les Paul, so it was a few years old when I bought it second hand from Angel Music on Denmark Street, and it is all stock except for the pickups, which I've changed, and I've changed them to P92 pickups, if you can see that there. I took out the stock humbuckers that came with this, which I believe are something like, what are they, T260s or something like that, I can't remember. They called them burst buckers, in fact that's what they were. And the bridge burst bucker pickup on this was actually really good. I actually kind of like it and I've thought about putting it back in. But the front pickup was a bit on the muddy side, which these are notorious for. These P92s are also made by Gibson and they're great. They're single coil, obviously, being P90 type pickups, but they're P92s, the name of it, because they then fit into the humbucker size cavity in the guitar without you having to mess up the guitar. And I don't know why they've stopped making them. These are great. They had mixed reviews at the time. They don't sound like proper P90s, apparently. I have got P90s in a different guitar. I'm not going to A-B it today, but I don't know. The thing is, do you really... I suppose you can swap out guitars during a gig, and I mean, no, I don't have any guitars that sound exactly the same as the next one, so everything sounds a little bit different, and as a result, you'll always have to mess about with the EQ slightly on the amp or something to compensate if you change guitars. But really, for my money, these sound really fantastic. I like them a lot because I use this guitar in my covers band primarily. Not my covers band, in the covers band that I play in. It's actually Lorraine's covers band. It's called Cherry Pie. We play around South London and a lot in Surrey, which is where she's from. And the P90s in this guitar make it very sort of versatile. It can do everything. It can wail away like a humbucking guitar, but it can also clean up quite well, and it has, you'll hear in a minute, the bridge pickup has a very nice single coil type twang to it. The front pickup equally is quite mellow sounding, but not as hot as a humbucker, and as a result you can, it's more controllable, you know, especially when you distort it. Haven't changed the frets on it. Frets are standard, what you get with a Les Paul Studio. These wine red Les Paul Studios with the gold hardware, and these are Cloisons on the front here, on the headstock, work really well. Same, I think it's pretty much the same kind of stuff that you get on the more expensive models, and the difference being, as far as I can tell, because you've still got the maple cap on the guitar, mahogany body and mahogany neck, is the fact it hasn't got the binding around the body, and that's, as far as I know, that's about the difference between that and the more expensive models. You've still got really nice mother of pearl inlays on the neck. It's a rosewood neck, obviously, this one. I really like it. Really nice, comfortable C shape on the neck. I mean, I've had this a long time and I've played it a lot, so I'm really comfortable and used to it. The Gibson scale length is slightly shorter than a Fender. I've got massive, well, not massive, but pretty big hands. And so this feels very easy to get around, this scale length. I actually quite like the Fender slightly longer scale length, if I'm honest, as well. But for me, you know, I'm so used to playing this, it works really well. So I'll play you some sounds out of it. I'm going into my divided by 13 SJT 1020 as per usual, and it sounds incredible. Very nice, just clean sound. So I'll take you through just clean sounds. There's a tiny bit of reverb added, and that is it. So this is what this front pickup sounds like. That's with all the volumes fully up and the tone fully up at the moment. YouTube, I know, compresses the audio quite a lot. What I find with, I mean, certainly with this guitar, is that it's really responsive on the volume. To pick how hard you pick the string makes big difference to the sound volume. So to keep a sort of constant volume, you've really got to hit the strings in a very consistent kind of way. But conversely, you can then you can control the amount of distortion quite well by how heavy you hit the strings. So that, you know, I love that about this guitar. It's super responsive, and this is just using the clean sound. I don't know if you'll pick that up, but you can get massive changes in volume. I mean, that's really quietly picked. Obviously hitting it quite hard. Big difference in volume for me in here. Whether that translates on the YouTube, who knows, we'll see. This is the two pickups together in the middle position. Much brighter than the front pickup on its own in that classic middle pickup position. Really lovely. Rings a lot. Lots of lovely sustain on that. And here's the back pickup clean. Such a lot of snap in that sound. Really twangy. I love it. It's great. And that's, yeah, just with nothing apart from a tiny bit of reverb. So one of the tunes that we cover is this one. So I've added there a little bit of the preamp of the Benson, which has got a tiny bit more grit, and it just really brings that alive. It's fantastic. I love that. I'm trying to remember the name of the tune. The Kinks, isn't it? You really got me. So it's perfect for that song. Love it. Super versatile. Let's play a bit of with some bit of drive on it. Let's see what this is. So this is the middle pickup position. I'm using a Boss Super Overdrive 1 after the Benson preamp. It's been modded by Keeley, but it's pretty stock, I guess. Well, it's not stock, it is a Keeley modded drive, but it's yeah, it's a Super Overdrive 1. As your middle pickup, middle position. This is the back pickup. Back pickup, just with the Super Overdrive, so it's not going absolutely mental right now. It's just the one pedal. Front pickup, let's hear it. What I really hear is the fact that it's a single coil. You know, it's got that, it's like a fat, slightly Stevie Ray Vaughan kind of front pickup sound, but it's this P92. I mean, honestly, it's so good. kind of sound coming out with the front pickup. Not so much down here, but here. Compare that to the back pickup. Front pickup. Just got more big throaty fullness in it. Such a good rhythm kind of sound. But I hear the single coil in that so much. Yeah, love it. Turn that off for a minute because it's quite buzzy, but yeah. Doesn't that sound good? Oh my God. What's funny about this guitar is that I nearly sold it. I can't really remember why. I guess I felt like I didn't need this one so much, even though I'd played it a lot over the years. And then I thought, hang on a minute, why don't I swap the pickups out and make it into a totally new guitar? And it really did change it a lot. So I'm very happy with these P92s. This has got a ding in it and whatever, but it's largely unscathed. It's in pretty good condition. The frets don't really need any work doing. They're not super worn or anything, so it's lasted pretty well. And you can pick these up on eBay or from secondhand shops or whatever. I think about the same price that I paid for it, which is pretty mental because I bought this in the early 2000s for 750 quid. It was from a shop, so it was a bit more expensive perhaps than buying it directly from somebody, but I've seen these going for a similar price, you know, right now, which I think is a really good deal. I mean, some are more expensive, but really this is, you know, such a great guitar for that kind of a price. Holds its tuning really well. Electrics are nice and quiet. Look, there's me turning it down, absolutely silent. No scratchy pots. Yeah, what a guitar. So this is my first guitar I'm showing you. It's been with me a long time, and now that I've put the P92s in it, it's not going to go anywhere. And I use it a heck of a lot, like I say, in the covers band that I play in. It's a real favourite. It's just rock steady, you know. Yeah. I hope you've enjoyed this little snippet into the first guitar. If you've got any questions, please leave them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. Oh, by the way, the P92s I bought on eBay, guy had taken them out of a guitar that he owned and was selling them, so they'd already been used in a guitar for about 10 years, I think, and then I've got them. So come on, Gibson, start making them again because they're brilliant. You can get Bare Knuckle do the Mississippi Queen, I think they're called. Those are apparently fantastic, and there's various other guitar pickup makers that are doing these P92 size that will go into the humbucker size guitars. But honestly, if you're feeling like you want to change to your humbucking guitar, then a P92 in this size is a really fun thing to do. I think it really has brought this guitar alive for me. I really enjoy playing it, and as you can hear going through the amp, you can get lots of fantastic sounds out of it. So yeah, give it a go. Hope to see you next time. I'm Mark from Rosendale Band, and yeah, see you next week, hopefully. Get another guitar going. What guitar am I going to bring next time? I don't know. It's going to be a surprise, and I'll play out a little bit more for you. Gibson Les Paul Studio. See what you can find out there. These are fantastic. See you later. Take care. Bye bye.